Good morning. I want to welcome you all to a class that I believe will make a huge difference in your lives, in the lives of your family. I want to talk to you about how to stay young for the first 100 years of your life. Now, I already know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking it maybe sounds a little far-fetched, maybe a little ambitious, but it's really not. We need to start thinking about what it means for you and your family to start living a long time. So let's take a look at the facts.
In the year 1900, the average lifespan was 49 years old. Now, there is no question that this was because many people died when they were.
So yes, this is a topic that you and your family need to start thinking about. If we are going to live for 100 years, and many of us are, we need that long life to be a quality long life. We don't merely want to be able to exist on this planet. We want to be able to live and work and play on this planet. We want to have that quality life. So since we are going to live a long time past 50, what happens to us after 50? Long life reveals that we will have some major areas of health concerns by the time we hit 50 if we don't do something before this age to prevent these problems. Now, these are issues that we haven't had to worry about before in the past because we haven't had enough people live long enough to make it a priority. For example, we are continually being hit by the devastation of mental diseases like Alzheimer's. Now, many of our families have had to face this disease, but it didn't just start in the last 10 years. We're just seeing it a lot more now because we are living a lot longer. You know, this disease doesn't usually hit us until we hit the age of 50 years old. So we need to take some precautions and make sure that we can still use our minds when we get to this age. Another example is taking care of our skin. Old age has brought about a huge growth in cosmetic surgery. You know, more and more people are trying to correct the wrinkle problems that come with growing older. But the biggest problem that we've seen come about with the increased lifespan is the increase in musculoskeletal problems. We can't move like we used to. Our world is filled with all these canes and walkers, wheelchairs, electric stair lifts, handicap parking spaces. We are the first generation to witness the ramifications to old age witness the ramifications to mobility that long life creates. It reveals that we have done nothing to preserve and protect our musculoskeletal system. So let's take a look at the results of our neglect.
Here's an amazing fact. The most common cause of functional disabilities in persons of over 50 years of age is spinal disorders. This is because most of the population has done absolutely nothing to.
Let's take a look at some areas of healthcare where we've already made some adjustments and improvements for our health. Look at the advancements that we've made in tooth decay. We used to have many more cavities and loss of teeth in years past than we do now. We take so many kinds of preventative care measures now with our teeth, and now they last longer and cause us less pain. You know, more and more people are also living with fewer wrinkles. There has been a 465% increase in the number of people getting cosmetic surgeries just since 1997. I mean, wow, that's 12 million people that had cosmetic surgery last year just for wrinkles. Now, I'm all for us having longer lasting teeth and fewer wrinkles, but I think all of us can agree that a lack of mobility is going to make us look a lot older than crow's feet. The only reason we respond to our teeth and our wrinkles before we do our spine is due to the simple fact. If our spine were on our face, we would take better care of it. We don't wait till our teeth fall out before we take care of them. We must not wait till our back goes out before we take care of it. You take preventative steps to have pearly whites. You must take preventative steps to have good mobility. You know, the chances are absolutely huge that you are going to live 30 to 40 years past the age of 50. Why is it even more important than your teeth?
Whenever I would take my children to the dentist, I was always thrilled when they got a good report. No.
Because there's no such thing as a spine transplant, you guys. You can get a new set of teeth and there are many other organs that can be replaced, but if you don't take care of your spine, there's no going back like you can when it comes to your teeth. You can't get a crown or a replacement. You just have to live with the pain. And don't forget, this isn't limited to back pain. You can't get a new neck either. You know, 1 in every 3 people suffers today with neck pain, and 85% out of 100 suffers today with back pain. You know, that is about as high of a statistic as I would think anyone would need to see to know that we need to do something preventative about this. But just in case you need a little more convincing, let's take a look at what will happen if we don't do anything preventative about this. What happens if we just let nature take its course? So take a look at the mobility scale here. The numbers on the bottom of the scale represent your age, and the numbers on the side of the scale represent the maximum mobility that you have. In other words, if we look at the graph, you can see where the blue line shows you can reach 100% of your mobility or your maximum mobility at about age 23. You can see here that you lose 50% of the mobility you had at age 50 from when you were 23. I'm sure any of us around the age of 50 would testify that even having 50% of the mobility you had when you were 23 is probably conservative. Now look at how the graph continues to drop like a rock. By the time we're 60, we only have 25% of the mobility that we had when we were 23. Now the big question to this revealing graph is, can this scale be changed? Do we have to accept this as the way it is, or can we alter these results? The good news is with preventative care measures, we can make big improvements to the line on this scale. Take a look at how the red line on the graph of what happens if we just let nature take its course. And then look at the green line of how we can change that with some preventative care. On the green line, you can see where your mobility can actually be held at about 75% through the age of 80 years old based on normal wear and tear. All right, now that's what you want and need. That's what you want for your family as well. If we are going to be here, we might as well be able to move and function. So why not get that preventative chiropractic care for you and your whole family and make this happen? One thing that you might be thinking is, how does chiropractic work to help me with my health, my wellness, and my mobility? The greatest healer we have, you guys, is our own body. We don't realize what a magnificent healer the body is. How does it work? You know, the body heals itself through the central nervous system. The brain tells the organs and the body parts what to do through your nerves. It's the body's phone line. So this is how you get good movement, you get that quick body response, and also good healing. This is how we get that good movement, that quick body response, good healing. You know, health problems occur when that communication is cut off or it's interfered with. So just like you experience on a cell phone today when you get a dropped call or you get cell phone interference, it's kind of like that. The nerve interference through the misalignments of the spine, it prevents the communication through the brain in all parts of your body. These misalignments also cause mobility restrictions and slow down your body responses. Chiropractic works by removing the misalignments and nerve interference, restoring mobility and the communication that the body needs for health, healing, and 100% performance and function. You know, we treat a lot of kids in our office, and I think you can see why now. We need to prevent these future health problems before there is permanent damage. And because we treat so many kids, we've developed a video to explain how chiropractic works. It's so simple to understand that I want to show you an excerpt from it now. So you're going to meet one of our very special patients. Her name is Brittany. So we're going to go inside Brittany's mind. Going to kind of travel inside and see how chiropractic works.
Hello, I'm Brittany's brain.
So as you can see from our children's video, you guys, life itself and activities causes misalignments and nerve interference. You know, it restricts the mobility and health and healing that your body needs. The real problem is that most people have left this condition untreated their entire lives. You know, today we see a population of people in pain, and they have severe limited mobility by the age of 50 years old. What is the solution to this #1 health problem, you guys? Chiropractic removes the misalignments and nerve interference. It allows the freedom of mobility. You get that quick body response, good health, and great healing communication throughout your body. You know, a lifetime of chiropractic wellness is where we change that mobility scale. That's what you want, isn't it? I mean, I think that's what we all want. Even as I'm talking, I can kind of hear the thoughts running through some of your minds. You think, you know, I knew it. I heard before that they'll want me to come back to the chiropractor for the rest of my life. Maybe you're right, you guys, but before you make any judgments, I want you to hear 2 short testimonials that we have You know, and I think it'll help answer some questions for you.
The only criticism I ever had about chiropractic care is that the doctor wanted me to keep coming back, even after I felt great. That seemed like a ripoff to me at first.
So I think it's time for us all to be honest. You know, there's no doctor who has or should recommend that you ignore your health. You know, there's no doctor that would recommend that you never come back, and we certainly can't do that either. You know, because it wouldn't be what you really need to enjoy your life. Be assured, you know, we don't want you to come in more times than you have to. Our adjustment rooms are definitely full enough as it is, you guys. We can't remove your wrinkles or help your teeth stay white, but we can help you. We can't remove your wrinkles or make your teeth stay white, but we can make sure it's much more possible for you to move and work and play and stay young for the first 100 years of your life. Obviously, you and your family need to come in and be evaluated for a simple, easy, and healthy plan towards preventing a life of immobility. The good news is, with a little preventative care, we can eliminate much of your pain management in later years. But listen, you should know that this isn't something that I feel you should do for your wealth. This is not something I feel you should do for your wellness. It's something that you and I must do, you guys. I'm also a patient here at Precure Chiropractic, and so is my family. I've been getting my regular adjustments, you know, for years, and I'm telling you, it's changed my life. I feel so much better. I'm not getting the pinched nerves. I have that freedom of mobility. I can live and work and play, and that's exactly what I want for you guys. You know, that's why this is my chosen foundation for health and wellness too. So here's what I can do for you guys today, okay? I can make sure that you leave with the best deal you can possibly get to start your care and services. I can offer you a gift of good health today. We can go ahead and get you started with my assistant. She's right here in the back of the room. We have plenty of available times, and we're willing to work with you, whatever we have to do to get you in, okay, you guys? So let's go ahead and get you on the books. If anything changes on your schedule, just call us, and we'll go ahead and change that around for you. So again, I just want to thank you for coming, and I hope you enjoyed the class. And let's do everything that we need to do to stay young for the first 100 years, you guys. Have a great day.